Can you believe it? A short-legged corgi is also a sheepdog. The herding dog on this horse farm is a corgi. Don't look at the short legs of this little guy. He's a fast runner. He runs amongst the horses. Corgi's name is Oscar. He's sleeping soundly. A horse that uses its mouth to unlock the door. Oscar was awakened by a noise. He's just woken up, not really awake. He's still in a state of confusion. He saw a horse pass in front of him. Oscar cocked his head. He didn't react. And then Oscar went after it with a yelp. That's a challenge to his authority. The dog is scolding the horse to get back in the stable. The horse ignores Oscar. The little guy's a little short. The horse even thinks it's a little loud. Oscar was very angry. His fat ass was shaking with anger. He started screaming at the horse. The owner comes over when he hears the noise. Oscar got even more agitated. He complained to the owner, and he sent the horse back to the stable. The man said, "Oscar is a funny herding dog. Don't think he's a big deal at the barn. Those are good-tempered horses. There's always a grumpy horse that hates dogs. They don't give a damn about the short legs. Oscar does his best to chase every time. Let's give credit to a dedicated dog. But he's got to do it himself. One of the biggest problems is this horse. His name is Lola. He's Oscar's grazing nemesis. He can unlock doors with his mouth, and then he sneaks out to make trouble. Mostly, Oscar can't control him. To keep Lola out, he added an iron handle to the door. Oscar, who was asleep, suddenly looked up to prove that he wasn't sleeping. Then he lies down again, thinking it's still very safe, and he thought it was safe to take a little nap. But everyone underestimated Lola's intelligence. Lola's eyes were twinkling. She was about to do something bad. "How dare you not let me out?" She used her mouth to open the handle. "This is too smart." Then he stuck his body in the doorway and let his friends out. This horse is so smart. He went to the warehouse and started to break down the house. Heard a loud noise. Oscar rushed over. He jumped up and hit Lola in the knee, with his master in pursuit, and with a great deal of effort, to get the horse back to the stable. Oscar was exhausted, laying on the food bowl. He had no energy to eat. It's really hard to be a dog. His master was very sorry for him, but Lola was too smart for him. He changed the lock to a stronger one. "Look at this strong lock. It's impossible for a human being to open it. Now it's a sure thing." Oscar was relieved. Oscar can now sleep well. Today must be a good dream. If nothing else, an accident is about to happen.
Hello, it's me.
Oscar and Lola looked at each other. He was completely devastated. What did he do in his past life? Comment 666 if you think the horse is smart. The vet said, "Lola is a very smart horse, which makes him even more curious. He always wants to see what's out there." Something had to be done to distract him. The owner brought in a tall black horse. Lola was overwhelmed by the beauty of the black horse, and kept winking at him, and came up to him. She licked the black horse's fur, and they fell in love. Oscar was watching with great interest. He was interrupted by his master's call. Took Oscar to a friend's farm. Here was a dog with full herding skills. The man brought him here to learn from experience. The border collie is very experienced. The sheep are very obedient. They were easily herded into the pen. Oscar looks on with envy. He was carried into the sheep pen by the man. Looking at the cute little sheep on the other side, Oscar's fighting spirit was soaring, under the tutelage of the expert border collie. After half a day, Oscar has learned, skillfully drove the sheep back to the pen. The men were very happy to see this. He celebrated with Oscar by giving him a high five. In order to reward his beloved dog, he bought a camouflage suit. Now Oscar is even more confident. He felt like he was at the top of his game. He rushed into the stable and started grazing. Let's give a shout out to the cute little short legs. Share more funny stories.